8, little bit different going into these 4 weeks. Week 5 will be normal, week 6 will be normal, but then week 7 will be a deload week. So there's gonna be a second video with the stretching routine. And then week 8, I'm trying to think of how this works. Okay, 5 and 9 weeks, I think, are going to actually be the same. So this is going to be 5 through 9. So week 5, and then you'll see the same thing for week 6 and 8. 7 will be deload, and you'll see the same thing for week 9 again on week 5, I think, or with week 5. So I'm going to try to go through some of these things real quick. You should start to be familiar with some of this stuff. First thing we have, though, is a glute bridge march. So just coming down in that glute bridge position, and you're going to march your feet. Next thing we'll have is a plie squat calf raise. So this is kind of similar to that sumo squat. You're going to come out wide, you're going to toe out, you're going to sink down into kind of a squat. You don't have to be at depth, and you're just going to raise your heels. So you're doing a calf raise. So raising my heels. Then we're going to see some banded abduction and banded kickbacks. So you'll take a band on your basement pole. Banded abduction, you're going to push your foot the further one away. There's Rex. Say hello. Don't knock it over. Get out. Anyways, furthest one from where your post is, and you're just going to kick that out. And then keeping it down on there, you'll have kickbacks. So just kicking that leg straight back, banded. And then you'll also have a seated leg extension with a band. So you're going to bring a chair in front of where you have your band hooked. Bring it in around your feet. Rex, come here. And you'll kick your legs straight out. You might roll. You might have to raise it up in the back there. And also a seated banded clamshell. I'm going to use this like tighter band, but same as the other clamshells in a way. I guess you could look at it more as like a, I don't know how to explain it, but you're sitting, the band's above your knees, and you're just opening your knees out. So like an abductor adduction machine. Next thing we'll have is a tabletop leg lift hold. This is going to be a butt exercise. You'll come down into your tabletop, and you're going to extend that leg straight out, squeeze that booty cheek, and just hold it for whatever the paper says. Bring it down, and then you do the opposite side. Your leg is going to be extended. It won't be bent like the donkey kick. It will be extended. A dead bug. A dead bug is a core exercise. You're going to come down onto your back. Knees are going to be up. Arms will be up overhead. And you're going to extend opposite leg, opposite arm. And then they'll come back, extend. I think I did that backwards because Rex distracted me. Out. Out. Tight core. That's a dead bug. Upper body stuff. We have a Zotman curl. So a bicep curl, so you need 2 dumbbells. How it's going to start is down at your sides. And then as you're curling them up, you're going to bring them, your palms facing in towards your body. And then when you curl them down, you're going to turn your palms out, bring them down back to your sides. So up, down, up, down. Cross body dumbbell dumbbell curls pretty much exactly like they are. You're just going to cross your body. So punch yourself in the face. And then you'll have a standing tricep extension, which we did seated, but same thing. Pull-off press. The pull-off press is an ab exercise. You're going to need your band on your post. You're going to bring it up to about belly button height. And then you're going to step out from it to where you feel tension, to where your body wants to start turning towards that band. You're going to hold your core nice and tight and braced, and you're going to slowly punch that band out away from your belly button, keeping your core super tight. And that's a pull-off press. We'll have kettlebell RDLs, alternating hand dumbbell swings, or kettlebell swings, and goblet squats, all on kettlebell day stuff. So we talked about the first week, RDLs. This will be not a single leg one. You'll have both legs down. All the differences is like the single dumbbell deadlift, kettlebell deadlift, but this time you're only going to reach down to about ankle height, mid-shin, and pop it back up. You're not going to touch the kettlebell to the ground, keeping the tension in the hamstrings. Alternating hand swing, exactly how it sounds. You're going to be one-handed, come up, grab it with the other one, switch at that chest height, nose height, single hand swings. Goblet squat. Hold it in your chest, squatting. This is a goblet hold. We'll also start to see a goblet hold march instead of the overhead march. So you're going to be holding that kettlebell at your chest, tight core, and march. And we'll also have a kettlebell windmill. Hopefully I have room. You're going to punch your kettlebell overhead. You're going to want a wide stance, and then you're going to bend down, trying to reach towards your ankle. One side might be harder than the other. You're trying to keep those knees from bending. And just reach down, try to touch the ankle. You'll really feel it in your sides. So that's a kettlebell windmill. I think I just threw all the kettlebell exercises you'll see into one group there over the course of these weeks. Now we're going to go into week 6 and 8, where it might be, I'm not sure the order. Needless to say, you're going to see these movements between weeks 5 and 9. I started the video by saying 5 and 8, but there's a deload week in the middle. The deload week, I'm bouncing all around, but the deload week, we'll have a stretching routine, just some treadmill walks, a kettlebell workout is still in there, but it'll all be stuff that you've seen. And there'll be a separate video for the stretching routine. So next set of upper body, nope, we're back to lower body stuff. Lower body stuff that we'll see, double dumbbell RDLs. So same thing as we kind of just did with the kettlebell. The only difference here is you'll have 2 dumbbells, and they'll be in the front. You'll have that soft bend in the knee, and you're going to shove that butt and hips back, and only lower to about mid-shin. So kind of anchor side. That's a double dumbbell RDL. Ooh, split squats. This is a fun one. You're going to need your chair, the couch, a bench, whatever you have. You're going to pop one foot up, find that good balance, and you're going to squat down. Switch. That's a split squat. You'll see hip bridge or hip thrust alternate throughout the whole year. Hip bridge or hip thrust is going to be the same thing. The glute bridge is the different one where you're down on the ground. Hip bridge, you're going to bring your shoulder blades to a bench, the chair. You can even use the ball. Just find that good, like, solid place you can be. But your shoulder blades are going to come to the bench. Feel the movement out first, but you're going to lower your hips down, pop your butt up. It'll tell you to add dumbbell weight. So all you would do for that is grab dumbbell, place it on your hips, lower. That's a hip thrust or a hip bridge. Lunge pulses, same thing kind of as those squat pulses. You're going to come down into a lunge and pulse. Tap the knee if you can, little pulses. Dumbbell snatch. You're going to need 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. It depends on what it says. I'm going to show both. You're probably going to see single dumbbell snatch way more than double. Hopefully I don't think I do. But I'll do it. Dumbbell's going to start between your feet. You're going to grab it and pop it up overhead. It'll say alternating a lot of the times. Set it back down on the ground, other hand. That's dumbbell snatch. If it says 2 of them, it's kind of like that devil's press movement without the burpee. You'll have 2 of them. Come up overhead. Tap the ground, overhead. If it says hang, they'll start, and you just have to lower them to the knees and up. So dumbbell snatch variations. Dumbbell thruster. A dumbbell thruster is going to be a dumbbell squat and press. You're going to bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders, squat, and as you stand up, you'll press them overhead. Upper body stuff. We're going to have some bench rows. So just bent over, that flat back, rowing the dumbbells up to your chest. Elbows go back, squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to have a chest to ground push-up with arm extension overhead. So you'll come down, you can come on your knees, but you're going to do a push-up where you completely come down to your chest. Once you're on your chest, you're going to take your arms and reach overhead, bring them back, press up. Dumbbell around the whirls. Standing, your dumbbells are actually going to be behind your back, and you're going to raise them up like a whirl. So behind your back. It's kind of tough. And then a lateral into front raise will be the last one. That should be new, but kind of not. We did these the first 4 weeks, but all it'll be differently is you'll do a lateral raise straight into a front raise. So, I do believe that is all the new movements we'll see for weeks 5 through 9, and there'll be a separate video coming at you for the stretching routine for deload on week 7. I'm hot. Whoa.